Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing an iron, and this is an iron for the elite player, the tour player, everything I am not, and that is the Callaway APEX TCB, the Apex Tour Cavity Back. Yeah, this is small, so this is pretty small blade length. This is kind of like a blade with a bit of help. It's the only way I can describe it. I believe John Rahm is currently playing these, and this is definitely designed for that really good player. Not even the better player, like the really good player. But can it be used? Can anybody use it? Because at the end of the day, the handicap basis isn't always about the way you strike your irons. It could be you're a bad drive or a bad short game. You could be the worst putter in the world, but you actually could be a baller when it comes to striking irons. So are these for everybody, or are they just for those elite players, like we're talking plus handicap, scratch golfers, or for anybody? Tech-wise, well, there isn't any. There's this screw piece on the back here. Callaway say nothing about it. I suppose I could probably try and take it off, but I'm not going to. It's just a traditional iron. It's everything that better player wants. They don't want foam and tungsten and everything like that. They just want a pure golf iron, and that's exactly what this is. And I have to say, it looks stunning. It looks absolutely stunning. The Callaway Apex range is gorgeous this year. Every iron from the DCB, which is a deep cavity back, all the way up to the MB, looks spectacular. And again, with this one, they've not missed a trick. It is a beautiful iron. Completely forged face, as you would expect. I'm using the Project X LS 6.0, 120 grams shaft in this. This is a glued model. I do have a fitting head, but this is just a glued head that I've been sent. So I'm gonna sit in here, I'm gonna get some data, but you're gonna join me outside on the course where I'm gonna see how this performs out there. All right, first hole out here on beaches, got the 7 iron. I'm about, I don't know, 180 out, something like that. Slightly uphill lie, as you probably know if you've watched this channel before. This is a favourite hole of mine to test clubs onto. A little bit overcast, but there's no wind today, which is nice. So I'm just going to aim for the right side of the green and hopefully let the ball drift in with my shot shape. Not sure whether I've got enough club. Oh, that's a great shot. Don't know if it's enough club though. No, I think it's gone in the bunker. Wasn't enough club, but so soft off the face. I hit that one pretty well, and it just felt like butter coming off the face. Great ball flight, lovely sort of curvature to it, which is what my shot shape is. Just not enough club from here, really. So come up to the green, ball's there just by the bunker, little chip over. I was probably about 10 yards short in my landing zone, so it's probably a little bit further back than I expected. But it was dead on line for the flag. It just bounced up there and then rolled down the hill. First strike with that, really, really impressed. Get it out the middle, it feels phenomenal. Right, second hole here on beaches is from this tee, 173 yards. So it's about this club's yardage. Now, they're doing some work on this green, so the flag isn't in, so I'm just going to aim for the centre of the green. And this is actually the first time I've played this hole without any wind, so I can sort of play a natural shot shape. So I'm going to aim for the right hand side of the green and hopefully let it draw into the centre of the green from there. That's teed up a little bit too high. This is one of those holes where there's just danger all around the green. You've got to be pretty accurate with this shot. If anything, short is the miss, not long. Right, aim on the right and let the ball draw in. Oh, and I slipped. Right, we'll do that again. Oh, just realised I'm not wearing golf shoes. As is the ongoing joke with Lee, I keep forgetting my golf shoes, and today is no different. Yet again, Lee forgets his golf shoes. I should do a review of golf shoes, it'll make me wear them. Right, so obviously I slipped, so I tugged that left. It's one of them things. Sometimes you get slippy shoes. Right, aim for the right, let it draw in. Oh, it's just a great shot. So nice out the middle of the face. Yeah, and that's centre of the green, left hand side. This is a great club. Even that one where I slipped, I hit it out the centre. So it just feels phenomenal. So far, I have to say that if you can strike a ball well with your irons, then the fact that they're saying these are for the elite and tour pro player, I don't agree with, because I've hit 3 decent shots out the middle of the face and I'm a 12 handicapper. Anybody can use these. You've just got to test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. So as we come down to this green, there's clearly a lot of work being done on this green, ready for it opening in 10 days time really. But my ball here is in the centre of the green. I don't know where the flag would have been, but you know, I aimed for the centre and I just missed it left. My other ball, even though I slipped, has done quite well. It's down there. So far so good with this club. I'm going to go on to the third, because that's a hole where the tee shot requires a bit of accuracy, because there's a lot of rubbish to the right, and it's quite a funky hole. It goes down in tiers, and I probably think it's 2 7-irons to get to it. So we're going to head up to the third and see if we can get on the green in 2. Right, so we come up to the third from this back tee, 375, but it's so far downhill. But before I tee off, we're going to head back to the studio and have a look at the data that I got indoors with the Callaway TCB. Right, so if we look at the data then, average ball speed 118.5 with a standard deviation of 1.3. So what I love about this type of iron is the consistency with the ball speed and the yardage and the spin. It's one of those things that these technology irons suffer with a little bit, is the consistency. And that's why these are designed for the better player. People who are going to strike the ball better and want that consistency. Launch angle for me, 16.3, standard deviation 0.4, so consistent. Backspin 4.7 indoor, add 500-ish. So we're looking at 5 to 5.5 outdoor. 381 standard deviation, again really tight. Average carry 172 with a standard deviation of 2 yards. That's what I want. That's 174 to 170. That's a 4-yard standard deviation with that club. And that's what you get when you play blades, when you play these better elite player irons, is you get rewarded for good striking by getting consistency. Obviously you get penalised if you're hitting it out the toe or the heel and all that lot, but it's that consistency that these types of players will want. But it's open to everybody. Anybody can use this club, and if you strike it correctly, you're going to get that consistency. Really good peak height and a lovely shot shape and quite a good dispersion as well. All in all, indoors with the data, I'm really impressed with this iron. It's all about, this club is all about good striking and consistency with yardage. So as you've seen with the indoor data, these clubs are all about the consistency of yardage, spin, ball speed. That's why the better players want them, because they'll know what they're going to do. They're not going to get a flyer, they're not going to get any inconsistencies. They know they hit this iron out the middle every time, it's going to give you the same yardage every time, and that's why people want these. But that's also why you should want something like this as well, for that exact reason, the consistency. Right, third hole, now slightly into wind, but I think it's 2 7-irons to probably get there, because the downhill, it does require accuracy off the tee. So I'm just going to aim slightly down the right and hopefully draw the ball in to the centre of the fairway. Left is definitely a miss as opposed to right on this hole. That's just a great strike. I'll tell you one thing I'm loving at the minute is not lashing at the ball. I seem to be hitting it a lot better. That one, very slightly low in the face, but the ball got up in the air nicely and it landed and it's gone straight down the middle. So far so good. Okay, ball middle of the fairway there, and that's where we've come from, and you can see the uphill undulations. There's like loads of different tiers as you come down, and then I'm here on the last tier before we have a big drop down to the green. Now this green is also having work done. I think I've come onto the beaches today, and they're doing a lot of work around the greens. This is why it's closed at the moment to people playing on it, why the Kigbeer is the only one open. I'm probably about 160 yards away, but it's so far downhill. So this is now a little test of a 3/4 7 iron. So this green is a bit long and thin, so the pin's at the back on this green, so I'm going to have to try and get it as far back as I can, but there's danger left and right down at the green. There's a water on the right hand side and there's trees on the left, so it's a little bit of a, this is a very much a risk reward hole for people who are coming to play here. You can either go for it or you can lay up like I have, but you need to take a little bit less club than you probably think you do to lay up. So 160 yards, I'm just going to take dead aim really. I'm not really confident in these 3/4 shots. Definitely need to practice them. The good thing about this is it's traditional lofting, so I'm not going to get massive amounts of distance. I've got a tendency to pull these, so I'm just going to aim for the right hand side of that green and hopefully let it come in. Oh, this club is so good, but I think I've flown it miles. No, it's good for distance. It's just, like I thought, I would pull it slightly left, so it's just left side of the green. This club is good, guys. This club is really, really good. I agree. I can't help but think what I said up there is true. You don't have to be tour level ball striker to play these. I'm certainly not a tour level ball striker, but I'm hitting it fairly central at the moment. And I'm getting great results, great height, and great distance control as well. Okay, back in the studio from outside, really impressed with this. I will say that if you're the type of player that's looking for maybe the Apex Pro this year, have a look at this as a possible combo for the lower lofted irons, maybe 8-9 pitching wedge or something like that, because the feel and the control that you're getting with this club is fantastic, and just the whole consistency over it. But if you are a decent player, a decent ball striker, you've got to take a look at these. I mean, John Rahm's playing them. I know he's contracted to play them, but he is playing them over the MBs effectively. Feels great, sounds great, performs great, and it's the prettiest cavity back around, unquestionably. Yeah, overall, really, really impressed. Could I play them? Absolutely. Maybe not 4-5 iron, 6, I'm not sure. Probably I could get away with 6 down, but 4 and 5, absolutely not. Like, that would just frighten me. But it just goes to show that the marketing as tour player, elite golfer, isn't necessarily true. I'm a 12 handicap golfer. I hit this really well today. I got great results from it. And I'm definitely not a tour player. Anyway, if you've enjoyed that review, please do give this a thumbs up. Do hit that like button down below. Lets me know that you're enjoying this content, and it also helps boost this video a little bit and get it out to more people. And if you are new here or you are returning and aren't yet subscribed, please do click that subscribe button so you are let know and notified of all the videos I put out. I am a 12 handicap golfer. I do put out reviews, and you can also follow my journey as I try and get down to scratch. But for the time being, I'll leave this video there, and I'll see you all soon.